Hello, you're tuned into daily coronavirus updates. Today is the 20th of May and you're watching The Wire. The number of cases in India has crossed the 1 lakh mark. Around 40,000 people have recovered and more than 3,000 have died. Globally, there have been 48 lakh confirmed cases and 3 lakh deaths. 31 people tested positive for COVID-19 in UP's Gautam Budh Nagar yesterday, taking the total number of people infected by the virus in the district to 286. 9 of the 31 tested positive were workers of a Chinese phone maker company, Oppo, and 2 were construction workers at the factory site of sister company, Vivo. Tripura, which has the highest number of COVID-19 cases in the northeast, followed by Assam and Meghalaya, found 2 more positive cases at the 86th Battalion of the Border Security Force. The total number of cases in the state has reached 169. According to a report published in the Economic Times, ICMR is contemplating to drop HCQ from its treatment guidelines for COVID-19. There has been an increasing doubt over the effectiveness of the drug after it failed its first randomized controlled trials in France and China. Even when ICMR recommended HCQ's use as a prophylaxis for frontline workers, several senior doctors and researchers pointed to its side effects and said that it must be consumed with caution. In its new guidelines, according to the Economic Times report, ICMR is likely to include HIV combination drugs and FDA-approved ivermectin along with supplements of zinc and vitamin C to improve immunity and possibly reduce viral replication. The ICMR may also conduct its own trial to study HCQ's effectiveness, the newspaper noted. Economic Times has quoted a person familiar with the matter who has said that the disease is evolving, and now that we know that HCQ is not working, it should be removed from the treatment protocol. According to a separate report published in the Indian Express on Monday, over 10,000 police personnel were advised to take HCQ as prophylaxis, but none of them were monitored for its effects, so it is unclear if HCQ was useful at all or not. ICMR advised the use of HCQ based on a Petri dish demonstration, which is not a global standard to recommend a drug for the treatment of a disease. Only a randomized control trial can certainly prove if a drug is effective against a particular disease or not. According to data released by the Bihar government, 1 in 4 returning migrants from Delhi in Bihar have been found positive. The state has tested 835 Delhi returnees, of which 218 or 26% people have the infection. Until the 18th of May, the state had tested 8,337 people who had come from outside the state from various other states. Of these, 651 have tested positive. Migrants from West Bengal, Haryana, Maharashtra and various other states were tested. Of the 265 samples of migrant workers who returned from West Bengal, 33 tested positive. Reportedly, the count of migrants tested from each state is not proportional to the number who have returned from that state. Yet, Delhi is an outlier along with Bengal and Haryana. The data also indicates that there is a presence of a large asymptomatic population in these states which are making their move to Bihar and other states. A senior official in the Delhi Health Department told Scroll.in that while 26% which have tested positive is no doubt a high number, these people would have picked up the infection during their journey back and not in Delhi. Sanjay Kumar, who heads the Bihar's health department, however, told the media website that on their front they have drawn the attention of the concerned states to this and asked them to ensure immaculate pre-boarding screening. According to a very early data released by Moderna Inc., its experimental COVID-19 vaccine, the first to be tested in the United States, produced protective antibodies in a small group of healthy volunteers. The data comes from 8 people who took part in a 45-subject safety trial that kicked off in March. The Moderna vaccine is one of more than 100 under development intended to protect against the novel coronavirus. Overall, the study showed that the vaccine was safe and all study participants produced antibodies against the virus. According to a report published in The Hindu, a potential COVID-19 vaccine that was tested by researchers at Oxford University on monkeys failed to protect them from the virus. The vaccine candidate was tested against a weakened form of common cold virus which affects chimpanzees but has been neutered to prevent replication in humans. The vaccine, however, will be readied for human trials also. According to the Hindu, 1,110 people are taking part in the human trial, of which half will receive the vaccine and the other half, which will be a controlled group, will be given a meningitis vaccine. To read more coronavirus updates from India and the world, keep reading and watching The Wire and The Wire Science. We will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe.